Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Man, we find some of the coolest, some of the smoothest, some of the dopest individuals that there is to be. Guys, y'all please make sure y'all pay attention. You tap in, you link in with these people because you never know who is able to teach you something when you have an open mind, body, and soul, man. Get your mind right first and foremost, and everything else will follow. You don't want to be out of shape once your mind is in shape. You want to look good. Hey, as you age and things of that nature, you want to keep in motion. Everybody's saying I'm in motion right now. I'm lit, or I got this and I got that. In order to have all of those things to be attracted to you, it first must begin within self. And like our ancestors said, to know thyself is really the true health, the wealth, and the understanding that you need. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show. You know what I'm saying? The guru himself. They say the guru of abs. He just the guru, just period. So, but the guru of abs. What's going on, young man? What's happening?
What's going on, sir? How you doing today? Good evening, everybody. Peace and blessings.
Hey man, everything is all cool. Cool as the other side of the pillow. You know what I'm talking about? We all smooth and ready to go. I'm gonna jump into your story because you the man of the hour. You are a comic book hero if we had one. You know what I'm saying? You make black look good.
Appreciate that.
Where you hail from, my good man?
All right, I'm born and raised here in Atlanta, Georgia, but I grew up in Decatur, Georgia, on Columbia Drive, Keller Road, to be exact, the east side of Decatur, Zone 6.
Hey, for y'all don't know, Decatur was great. It was an old school saying back in the day. That's for the new transport. The transports. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't been around that long. You know what I'm talking about? This is real ATL shouting. You know what I'm saying? Take me back to them Decatur days, man. What was you doing as a young man? What's some things that inspired you? The music, the film, exercise, or whatever it is. What's some things that you was doing back
So
in the day?
growing up in Decatur, it was pretty good. It's definitely different than what it is now. I will say that. The kids nowadays, my kids, I tell them they're not from the hood. You're privileged. Because when we grew up in the hood, you know that we didn't have cell phones, we didn't have much technology. All we knew was to go outside, and when the street light came on, it was time to go back home. So growing up, I would say my childhood was very fun, athletic, outgoing, and adventurous. And I stayed between my parents and my grandparents. And I went to Columbia Elementary School and Columbia High School. So I'm a product of Decatur. Like Decatur is who I am, what made me, and that's why I always go back and give back to Decatur any much I can. And what got me to the point where I'm in fitness. So a little bit about my company is the Guru of Apps, and a guru is an individual who obtains knowledge in a certain area but use it to guide others. So I decided to call myself the Guru of Apps when Instagram first came out. I was teaching free classes at LA Fitness, and I think my first Instagram name was like Superman ATL. It was something crazy, but it wasn't brand new. It was something crazy. and and I was doing the classes for free at LA Fitness. This is why I was going to school at Clark Atlanta playing football, studying criminal justice. And like most college kids, when you get your refund check, you trying to bank that. You don't want to spend it. So I got a little off-season job at LA Fitness, and I accidentally fell in love with fitness. Being in Atlantic Station, here in Atlanta, Atlantic Station was the spot about 10 years ago. Like Atlantic Station is where everybody wanted to stay, go shop. So I was working down there. So of course you meeting the who's who. And when I saw that an actual personal trainer had the same leverage as a local celebrity or an NFL player, I really started focusing and tapping into the business aspect of it. But getting back to the point how I got the Guru of Apps, I was doing free classes at LA Fitness, and this one lady walked by. She said, "You're like a guru." I'm like, a guru, and it just stuck with me. And when I looked it up, and once again, that's when I saw that a guru was an individual that obtains knowledge in a certain area and use it. So I just came out the blue guru of abs, and I just lived up to it. So I started studying the three planes of motion, which was frontal, sagittal, and transverse, and teaching people how to do standing abs, which came from me having a hangover going out, believe it or not. So I came up with an impactful program that turned into the identity of my brand just because I went out one night and I was hungover back in the day. This was Velvet Room Compound Day. So you know how that is. You going in there every Friday night, ain't no I'm just gonna thug it. It's just a workout class. And I got down there one day, I was like, I'm gonna have to stand up. And I kid you not, when I started promoting standing naps, that's when I started getting all walks of life in class. And then when I just saw how people was clinging to me and doing it, I just studied it and I just became, it became me. And I just started seeing different things. And just like now with social media, I always wanted to stand out and be different. And
Oh,
you know, a lot of times here, you know, individuals, you know, on social media, we see the people with nice houses, cars, the accolade. You know, social media is our digital resume. It's where we get the opportunity to showcase who we are and exploit what we've accomplished. But at the same time, people get caught up and lost in that and forget to focus on something significant. Now, some people are comfortable and content where they are in life. Me, I'm always striving to do something that's impactful. So my programs, believe it or not, I give my programs away for free. So
wow.
my number one program is called Senior Body Sculpting, in which I created in honor of my grandparents that passed 7 years ago. So I wanted to do something to honor their memory, and believe it or not, I went back to the local recreation center in Decatur, Georgia. You know, me and the center director, Mr. Smith, he said, "Hey man, I got an idea. You know, we have this funding for a senior class. Can you do something?" I was like, you I'm up for the challenge. And I have the video to this day. I started with 8 seniors, and now I'm having 150, 200 seniors consistently retainment, not an average, just a consistent retainment of 150 to 200 seniors on the floor. And we do it free. But on the backside as compensation, one of my favorite models is lead with your brand, and the compensation will come. So what I do, I lead with the brand. I do free classes, but the compensation, it comes in opportunities like this, because I don't know who's going to see this interview. I don't know who knows who, but I treat every opportunity as an audition for my next big opportunity. And I always believe you never know who's who, you never know who's watching, but as long as you hold your vision and trust the process, things are going to flow out smoothly. Oh, the services of the brand. It's kind of like, you know, I like to call it an all-inclusive brand, because, you know, I can do it all. But what I like to focus on is those that are not being focused on, and which is why I focus on senior citizens and soon to be autism fitness. And once again, the reason I decided to focus on those areas, because I know that there are families and individuals out here who can't get the qualified programs. You know, I've been to these high-end fitness facilities, these high-end senior residences, and I don't see many, if any, African American senior citizens in there enjoying those services and things. So I decided to create something where I can use my platform and following to bring in the components, the community partners that help me increase the awareness of senior health and fitness. And then that has actually been one of the things that has changed my career. And honestly, it changed my life, because now it made me more appreciative of doing free services to find those people who can truly benefit from it. And whether you get a dollar, whether you get the thank you, as long as I know I'm doing something that God has given me the capability to do, I'm going to continue to do it, because there's people that can't go to LA Fitness, people that can't afford a personal trainer of my caliber, people that can't access a virtual workout. So if I can create various entities that can service those voids, then that's what I strive to do.
And that's very honorable, man. We appreciate brothers like yourself taking the time out to look out for the smaller guy or the person or that weaker person. That shows like who you truly are. They say when the cameras aren't around and who you are, what you come from your very essence, coming from Candler Road, you grew up tough. You know what I'm saying? That was not a easy picnic for you. You know, and you took
Not
all those things, you still built something to help another person, man. That shows how divine and God has ordered your steps through all of everything you've been through, all your ups and your downs, brought you here now. And that's a very powerful testimony, my brother, for real.
thank
Talk to us about health as well. You know, talk to us about how in the mind is where everything first starts. That's the strongest muscle that there is in the universe. Nothing can defeat the mind. Talk to us about that and getting yourself together as young black men too out here. You know, we know the crime rate is going up in Georgia and Atlanta, things of that nature, because we doing all of everything else except for getting our minds right, my brother.
So for me, let's just say overall, I would say, especially as a male figure in all men, I would say find you an outlet, because a lot of times myself till this day, I have a hard time expressing myself. I have a hard time talking, because if someone says something or they look a certain way, then I'm gonna get like I have a like I it'll trigger something. But on the backside, I found outlets like the sauna, the gym, the gun range, places that allows me to enjoy myself, to treat myself. So I would say find something that releases that frustration, the stress out first, because a lot of times a lot of us men are walking around with so much built up stress. that when we come home, when we go places, we're carrying that negativity from work home. And when we get home, our kids, a lady may ask a question and we go off just because we brought home that negativity because we haven't released that before we get into our next destination. So I would say find an outlet, find balance, find a void, find someone that you can talk to. Like I believe it or not, once again, I found friends, genuine female and male friends that I can confine in and not worry about what's being talked about being translated to this person or being translated to that person. So to recap, I would say find balance, find an outlet, find a void, just find something that brings you to that balance place. Because a lot of times for me, balance, I can be at home and just sitting still, and that just I'm good. And you may have some people, they may need to be at a bar, or they may need to be walking, or they need to be working. Whatever that happy medium is, find that and stick with it, and then just go from there.
That's cool. That's too smooth. I appreciate you. I'm on your website right now, theguruabs.com. I just want to go over a couple of the products, if you don't mind, just give people a
Yeah,
little
that's
extra.
the temporary site, by the way, because the new site is coming soon in about 2-3 weeks. So yeah, that's that one right there. The abstract is my colon cleanse and detox. It can be a 7-day or 14-day. If you do a 7-day, you would take 2 pills in the morning, 2 pills at night. If you do a 14-day, you only take 2 pills at night. And of course, you must drink your water. And of course, you must change your diet. But that is a simple, no cramping, no runs, just a smooth, natural detox with natural ingredients and herbs. And I'll give you a bottle too. So make sure you send Tanita your information. I'll send you a bottle so you can try it out.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you, man. I believe in detoxing, like whether it be your hair, your scalp, your epidermis, all different functions of your body, your lymphatic system. Because a lot of times they're giving us these diseases from eating this processed fake food, and it's causing all of that within the gut. Like even with Dr. Sabian, a lot of holistic doctors talk about everything starts in the root chakra of the stomach. And that's where area we should target to as well. So I appreciate that.
No, and a lot of people when it comes to just targeting the stomachs and workout, I tell everybody detox. I'm sorry, change your diet, detox, or detox and change your diet. But those are the first two main things you do. I don't care how much cardio, how many ab workouts, the tightest you tie your waist trainer, you can put all the creams and whatever on. But until you change that diet and get rid of what's already in you, then you're going to be wasting your time. So that's why I tell people, and then you're not going to get it done in one detox. You can't get rid of 3 to 5 years of bad eating in 1 or 2 weeks. People kill me with that. Like, I need to lose 15, 20 pounds fast. Well, how long did it take you to put it on? You see what I'm saying? So you have to be patient because it's a lot of misconstrued trends out here. Like so many people dropping 20, 30 pounds in 7 days because they're starving themselves. They're not eating and they're working out 4 or 5 times a day. So they're doing, it's so many remedies out here that people are blind to. But I tell people, if you just stay simple and just have consistency, it's going to work. There's no need to rush it. Take your time and just take it day by day. And I tell people, get rid of a scale. Don't get a scale. Find something you couldn't get into, but try to get into it every 3 to 4 weeks. That'll tell you if your workout is working out.
Oh, that's cool. Thank you for that too. We need that. A lot of us, we are doing that yo-yo diet. You know what I'm saying? And 3 months later, you back up the same size because you're tired of working out. That's right. That's right. Talk to me about the sculpting cream. Tell me how beneficial that is.
So first off, I'm gonna put you a nice package together because I need a male project. Let me say that I need a male project because I got all these women, but I be trying to end. They'll start, but then they just won't finish. So the sculpting cream, I actually have 3 topicals. I have the cryo sculpting, which is what I'm sorry, I'm thinking about 3 of them at one time. The cryo sculpting, that's my pre-workout topical / workout enhancer. It alleviates stiffness, soreness, and pain, but it also helps increase your blood circulation. So it's formulated around menthol and eucalyptus. So when you put it on, it goes on cold, but as you start working out, it's going to make you sweat like crazy. But if you're not working out and you have some sore joints or sore muscles, you can put it on as a therapy cream as well, because the active ingredients in it make you sweat when you're active. But if you're not active, it'll be work as a therapy gel. Now, the thermogenic sculpting, that is our firming solution, the one that you can put on your stomach. Ladies can put it on their cellulite. It does heats up when you apply it, and it may cause a little temporary itchiness or redness, but that does subside as more you use the cream. And you just put that on morning and night. And once again, that is one of the best sellers, the firming solution. And the last one is the detoxification lotion. That's when I came up just trying to create something to merge with my colon cleanse. So what you do is the detoxifying lotion has natural body diuretics in it. So you apply it like lotion, but the lotion pulls the water from your body into your colon, and you go to the restroom.
Wow, yeah, man, I'm gonna hit up. I'm gonna need all that. Wow, that's amazing. I'll be your study.
It's one of those, out here, if you have a program, you have to have things that complement the program. And I used to see, I'd be a trainer and a client, but then someone would go to Vitamin Shop, GNC. They'd go to about two to three different stores to get something to complement what I'm doing. So I'm like, wait, let me put my own complement and supporting products together. So, hey, you want to work on the abs? I got you what can clean you. I got what can detox you, and I got what can firm you. I got everything they need right there. I said, like, hey, what I got to do to get this stomach? This package right here. Very simple. I said, it's going to be cheaper than going to get lipo, and it's going to be safer.
And I like what you're saying too. But also, I like what you're saying, even with the herbs, man, because you're right. You look on the back of these ingredients. I'm a big ingredients reader. I'm gonna go Google, figure out what is this hydrochloride, like what is this, potassium sulfate, like what is this stuff? What is it doing to our bodies? Like in our community, we got enough people suffering from diabetes. You know what I'm saying? Hypertension, hypothyroidism, and it all starts right here, right at the mouth. 100%. I said a couple more products. We just talk about it. I won't hold us too long on that. How good is it to use a core map? Because I was reading some people, they were saying that in order to do sit-ups, some people suggest that you use from the waist up, like the legs. Well, what's your thought on doing core exercises?
Once again, I always tell people it boils down to the person themselves, because it's just like when we go to the doctor, we're going to somebody to who has a professional opinion. That's what we go to the doctor for. It's like when some come to me, they're coming to me for my professional opinion. So I tell anyone, when you do abs, okay, let me see, what's your physical limitations? What's your capability? Because I know some people that can't do a full sit-up. So when I put them on the ground to mentally destroy them for working out, when we already know that they can't do a sit-up. Okay, belly big is all outdoors. We're not even make them do no sit-ups. Let's start walking. Let's start doing alternating high knees. Let's start doing toe touches, stuff to get them comfortable. So, it's easy to work the abs, but it's boiled down what can the person can and cannot do that's working their abs, because you have somebody get on the ground and do 50 sit-ups all day. But at the same time, what's their core strength like? Or is their core defined? It depends on, do you want a nice looking core, or do you just want a flat stomach? It just depends. Like you have so many different abs out here. It just boiled down to the person that you're working with, or the person you're working with. I mean, working with.
That's cool. I appreciate you. What's going on with the drops that you have? Tell us a little bit more about that.
What's that? The T40, the S60?
Yes, the T40. I'm looking at that.
Those go there. Oh, so I need to take that down. But since we're talking about, so those are gonna be pretty much my male enhancement support line. I'm working with the senior citizens. A lot of my senior ladies was like, Coach, you need to come out with a product, with the senior men, because we still want to get it in too. And I got to thinking, you know what, you got a point. So I came up with something that way. Simple drop on the tongue. You got a Viagra drop, you got a Cialis drop, then you got a combo of Viagra and Cialis in one drop.
Hey, that's very well needed, man. They were saying a couple of years ago, HIV and AIDS was on the rise amongst the senior community in the nursing homes or the senior community living centers.
Listen, they be sliding in that thing. They be rolling down that they be gone. Jesus, he started it, not me.
Oh man, that's too funny, man. I can tell you a great trainer, man. You funny, you cool, you understand it, you know what's going on.
Oh, man, that was funny, man.
Oh, that was a good one, man. You killed that. I'm gonna give it to you. All props. now, now I notice, my good brother, because some people feel, and I know you're gonna. I kind of feel like what you're gonna say, but I'm gonna put no words in your mouth. Some people feel. I met somebody said you could do 7-minute workouts. Some people said 30 minutes. Some people do it all day. And
You said 7 minutes. 7 minutes. You said 7-minute abs or 30-minute abs?
yes, somebody was saying, I know everybody got their own understanding, but for you, I see you have a complete package for the 30-minute workout.
So in my ab routine, it just boils down to how I feel that day or my approach. So some days I may do it, start the day off. I may get up, go do, cardio, abs in the morning, then I come back and I power lift at night. Or I sleep in and get my day started, and then I go back and do abs at night. So it just depends. But I always either do abs and cardio or I do abs and sauna. I love the sauna. I work out in the sauna every day if I can. Because that's one of the places that make you sweat, but you working on dropping that body fat. I don't physically do cardio. So my form of cardio is the sauna. So if I'm doing abs, I may do abs, and then whatever the body part is that day, say shoulders, I sit out in the gym, I do a quick ab circuit, then I go back in the sauna. I may do some, lateral raises, and I still may do some more standing abs. Then I go back out there, hit the machines, come back in the sauna, and I do it again. And I probably do it for like 30, 45 minutes of continuous rotation, and then just go from there.
Wow, man, that's dope right there. That's amazing. Do you think, in your understanding, your world, is there a particular way you should start off with the body? What should be a person may have not exercised in quite some time or short period of time? Where do you think they should probably start
Yeah.
at?
Well, anytime I would say start off slow. And what I mean by slow, walk. Walk
Mm,
up and down your driveway, walk up and down your steps, because some people get winded by coming up and down their steps. Everybody want to go straight to Stone Mountain, but you huffing puffing coming up your stairs, but you want to go to Stone Mountain height. Like, come on now. Like, I get it, you got to push yourself, but then they get halfway, they get stuck. So start walking, get your body acclimated first. Change your diet, of course, too. Start just get the body acclimated. And as you slowly find that happy median, okay, go to the gym after about walking for a month or so, or just go to the gym only and do cardio every day for 3 to 5 days a week for 30 minutes. Just go walk. And then you come back, you can do walking something else. So you start to just build yourself up slowly, because a lot of people, hey man, I want to work out. Let me come hit the gym with you. You don't want to do that. They just instantly go jump in the gym with somebody for 90 minutes to 2 hours, and then next day they sore. Yeah, because you didn't gradually take your time getting back into the gym. You just wanted to go turn up real quick and get beat down so you can feel like you got beat down, but now you can't lift your arm for 2 days. So yeah, so I would just say start off slow, find a regimen that's comfortable for your lifestyle, your career, because don't try to eat or train like a trainer and you work a 9 to 5. You see what I'm saying? Just try to eat and train accordingly to your lifestyle.
thank you for that, because a lot of us we need that information. You're right, man. You're right. We jump on these detox teas, and you don't even know what your blood pressure is. You may have heart problems. Like, go get a full comprehensive scan of your body. Go to your doctor, your licensed physician, and see what's going on, where your levels are at. Because you could be low in potassium, and you're out here working out and losing more liquid, and now you're shaking in the corner. You having heart palpitations. You think you're about to die. So you're right.
Nah, so 100%.
I appreciate that. I see you working with some celebrities from the town, man. Sheree Winfield. How does it feel to be working with celebrities now? Within your career.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I've done that. That was a couple of years ago, but I kind of trying to been focused on lately, you know, the seniors and the everyday people, because the celebrities are cool. Don't get me wrong, and a lot of times it can be inconsistent, not because of the celebrity, but because of their career and lifestyle. And a lot of times they may need someone that can move when they move. And a lot of times they may need someone who can travel when they travel. And, it's one of those with me. I prefer to sit still and be consistent, but I still do work with some from time to time. That's a select few. But like day to day, I'm with the locals all day because it's more consistent and it's more meaningful. Because don't get me wrong, a celebrity is a great person to train. But a lot of times, like you say, it's the inconsistency of their schedule. Now, if you get a great trainer and then, hey, I don't care what, be on standby communication, cool. But just trying to focus on doing it, I don't strive for it. But when I do maximize it, because I will say this: if you get the opportunity to work out with a celebrity, make sure that celebrity can you can get value as well. Because if you're training, now you have to make the decision. Do I want to charge them or do I want to leverage their network and grow? So you can mean, hey, I'm not going to charge you 150 to 200 per session, but I do need you to document and post every session that we do to help me go. And now you're going to get more in value than that $150 because now you're going to get that exposure from that celebrity posting you, who's going to also help drive traffic to your page and anything else that you're doing.
Hey, absolutely, man. I hope you get Diddy one day. You was paying that dude $500,000 just to travel with him. You know what I'm saying?
To do nothing.
Same old push-ups every day, making sure you're doing them.
That's it. That's it.
Man, I wish you well, my good brother. I know you're gonna do well, and I hope you grow and get bigger and greater, and have some people under you where you can train them, and you could be off with your family somewhere sitting on the beach. You know what I'm talking about? Sure.
Yes, sir.
It is, man.
Definitely an honor, and I thank you for reaching out to the team and having me, man. And like I say, let them know, your information so I can get you some stuff over so you can try it. Let's just stay connected and support one another. I'm definitely all in if you need me.
Yeah, I feel the same way, my good brother. Before I let you go, could you please let the people know, say your name, your social media, and any alternative important information, and let people know that you
all right. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Deshaun Johnson. I'm sorry.
No, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, yours truly here, Deshaun Johnson, the Guru of Apps. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube that's THE Guru of Apps, GURUOFABS. Deshaun Johnson, the Guru of Apps on My Celebrity Life.